escaped in a crate?
Yeah, there was.
You got lucky.
That wasn't.
Hey, you. You don't have any broken energy weapons, chainswords, or anything like that? That sort of thing is my business. So if you find any, bring them to me. I'll give you good prices.
Did you flee here from the...
Flee? But to live in Tavar, you need shards. And despite my talents, I wasn't one of the Duke's favorites, and that made making a...
You think it's better?
Yes, for sure. And those berserk... One of those assholes killed my friend, for fun. Now that bastard is focused on me and nobody... Even though they know it'll be their turn next, and...
Who is this
Braback. A bull of a man. Bone breaking.
About Braback. Leave Braback.
You'll deal with him? If you think you can scare him off so he leaves me alone, that... Even if I do, I think ramming a knife... I would have tried that myself. But if you do get rid of him...
About... Where can I find...
He's usually near the inn. Just follow your nose.
Let's trade.
Okay. Okay.
Let's trade.
Okay.
Then why are we still working with that piece of crap? Parts, repair skills, blah, blah. You never get the same.
Hello? Is someone there? I will notice if anything goes missing, all right?
Who's that out there? Come on. I heard you.
There's nothing for you here, so why don't you just leave?
Come back later, yeah? What's going on? We're lucky. Maintenance is always... I'm watching you.
Keep close! Fight together! Let's do this!
What do you have to...
Everything an adventurer like you could need.
That brute will not jump.
Do you know what you're doing here? Do you understand the paths you have taken? Or can I...
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm nobody. Just a... You shouldn't worry about who or what I am.
What are you doing?
Kalan sent me to find lost souls, like you, to help them find the true path.
Tell me about Colette.
Kalan is our god, the god of all those on Magalan. He offered, Kalan is our protector. Kalan is our salvation, and Kalan will be the one who allows us to win this war. Tell me about yourself, and tell me the truth. Where have you spent?
In Tavar.
Interesting. If you say, have you joined a faction?
No.
Then you will face that decision. To know who we are, and how have you survived out here? Have you taken the life of anyone amongst the free?
No.
No? That is hard to believe. I just have one last question. And please, so tell me, did you lie to me when you answered any of the previous questions?
Yes.
I expected you would. Everyone does out here. You will like it there. Close your eyes. Your search.
You're awake. Good. Welcome to the holy ground of Kalan. You may be somewhat confused, but that will go away as the effects...
What happened?
Raynor has selected you as an initiate, a candidate suitable to be recruited into the...
You're holding...
Not at all. You have to understand you are being selected as... Your place is here now. Report to Reinhold to begin your
Where?
You are in Ignadon, the repository of Magalan's knowledge, and last bastion of the free...
Tell me.
The Hort is a place of worship. You won't find Kalan's commandments. You should know that anyone bringing initiates into the Hort will be responsible. All initiates must be clear of mind. Chems are forbidden. All who are clear of mind must hear Kalan's words. All must... We've taken losses in our battle with the Albs, which is crazy. If we fall, those who wish to join us must come to the Hort.
Who's in charge?
Our adjudicators, Reinhold and Ulbrecht. You will find them at the rear of the store. They are served by the Paladins, and all who are here follow Kalan.
You have a lot.
The Hort holds and protects old world knowledge. Our mechs hold back. I hope we can find more people to stand and fight beside.
Do you offer any
Just go through the stairs by the lava pit. He's usually up there somewhere.
The clerics think they were blessed by their god. What sort of a god would make you live here?
You don't like it?
This place seems to want to devour all natural light. And with light fades life.
Are you coming to see me?
Is that so?
Where did they pick you? You look like you've walked through the whole Alb war. Here. Just don't...
Thank you.
Yeah. It's nice to know, at least. Reaching out. It's the only... I know. Even the miners. Maybe if we teamed up with the Berserkers, we could... From now on, though, you'll have to... It might not be tasty, but it'll... The daily rations are free for our happy family of...
How long have you been in?
I was assigned here when the last food technician sent a dozen men to the... It wasn't my first choice, but the job came with a promotion, a safe...
Do you feel...
Yes, with help from up... It was join a faction and stay alive. Yes, there are some issues. Some of our order are a bit strict to the point of being an asshole, and the food sucks, but...
Oh, why is the food...
Ignadon's rocky soil isn't the best for growth. So, we have to supplement with manufactured substance. Nutritionally balanced, designed for body, and a balanced material.
Why don't you trade with...
That question's way above my rank. But you're right. Maybe I know some people on the outside. They could trade with us. Yeah.
Why haven't...
Because I want this done, Dip. That means finding someone who Do you think that...
I can negotiate.
This will take tact. I don't want guns waved around. There's to be no... But if you really want to make a they put together survival packs with fresh meat. Anything we can get to supplement what the foraging unit... So talk to them and...
Where are the people you want to trade?
They've set up a makeshift camp southwest of Hort. Find our outpost out there and go north. See what they need, and if we can make this a long...
Do you have...
I can understand, but you will have to wait 20...
What goods have you got?
Of course.
Why did he do that?
I can't imagine that.
Carry on.
all that technology and yet they built such ugly buildings.
You're the one who brought me to the hole.
Yes, I chose. I hope you've realized, but you don't seem to have decided to. You should commit to us. The Kalan will watch.
We can build our future with Abraham. This is me, Herbert, speaking the truth, bringing a warning to all the people out there.
It's amazing that it's still here. I've got a bad feeling about this place.
testing can...
The rotting remains of a long-gone civilization. I wonder what those ruins are. And if the Alps win and we're consigned to history, I wonder, will people ask the same questions of what we leave behind?
That should be child's play. It seems to have worked. No. Too easy.
You four awaiting command.
Report status. Are your repairs complete?
Negative. Access to repairs...
Is there any way to access?
Negative. I am unable to bypass security...
Doing that would probably alert command that we're here. Are you able to identify your defective
Analyzing.
If you can't access the systems, they must think you were destroyed too. It seems we're both outcast. What data do you have on the...
Analyzing. The Raider was on a direct... The Raider was hit by accurate ground fire. The shot hit an open port on the Raider.
Where did the fire come?
Analyzing. Cannot... There were no indications of magic. Possible response...
You mean it could have...
Analyzing. Flight was over Berserker territory. Clerics did not have much reason to defend. Calculations indicate... Low...
Could the outlaw...
Analyzing. Capabilities... Cannot state proper...
Albs too? What
Analyzing. Possible indications that an ELEX status of open port on the Raider was unusual. Port could only have been opened and secured in place during maintenance in Alb repair.
I was told it was faulty. Why would our own people...
Analyzing. Mode. Identity of shooter.
There's some answers out there, some...
That was pretty lousy.
What about the Berserkers?
Analyzing. The ground fire was from an energy weapon. Probability of Berserker participation.
That somehow me... If you can identify the components you need, I can help. List the components needed.
Analyzing. Command systems impaired.
Where can I find a DI?
Analyzing. Highest probability is the cloak.
The converter.
Be careful.
Analyzing. Remove. Eliminate.
Stay here.
All right.
Follow me.
Very well. We should go. It's dangerous here.
Stay here.
Okay. Count on me.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'll try to assist you in your struggle, and people will only follow you if...
Yes, thank you. We've had to do a bit of clearing up at this end. What do you think? Is the state...
I'd recommend...
If it were only that... There are always other things to demand. Here, this is... You shouldn't think that I don't value...
Yeah, sure.
Well then,
I installed the bug.
I know. I've been picking up that broadcast ever since. I couldn't have got anywhere close to their comms equipment. But now, whatever they're planning, we can be one step ahead.
And my shards?
Well, you know, when I think about our first meeting, I remember you turned down, you know, free from the evils of capitalist exchange. So why endanger?
You owe me.
Well, it was a fine service. So, don't forget to see Lutz, yeah? If he thinks everything's working, he's gonna be looser with his talk. And that's...
So, you come here from Goliath?
Goliath? No.
Lutz has the energy.
Good. The dome should be more... I thank Kalan for sending you.
Well, it's hard to get parts out here.
don't tell me you're back from them.
Well, there's not always an easy answer.
Better armed is better prepared.
Let's trade.
Okay. That's one view of it.
I stop listening whenever she opens her mouth.
Not now. I've got... ELEX. He'll do anything for it.
Hey, let's get a drink.
What are we selling?
Victory, or do you have another reason? Because any reason works.
I believe.
Drink up. Here, my friend. And now, tell me about... Or have you just been sitting on your...
My pass is gone.
Ah, I see. It is better that. Yeah, you waste of space. Why don't...
Why aren't you in a den with the...
What the fuck? What are you, my mother? Fuck the berserkers. I don't... They would have exiled me to the valley sooner or later. So I... Fuck them and their law. You can have it much easier.
Your reputation.
Let's just say, that crap-stained skin flap of a man was It's about time someone pays him a visit. That lying shit is telling people I killed a family out in the Badlands. Total fucking bull. I killed 5 parading around out there. Hardly a weapon between them. Like they wanted. Those dipshits got them. And now, Riley spread it all around the dome. He's even got some of the guards believing it. But if someone else were to shut him up, I'd take care of him, and I'll make it worth your while.
You need to learn...
What? You think I'm a child? So piss off! I'm gonna give your whore of a mother a...
Why did you do that?
Now have you learned? They only...
I'm going.
I don't know. What have you heard? Because I haven't heard anything.
You might think you will learn.
Do you want to trade? About Brab. I spoke to...
I can imagine what he said. I'm sure he wants you to hurt me just for his pleasure. But you gave me your word. You said you'd deal with him for me.
Let's trade.
Okay.
I have to go.
The people who built this must have believed their civilization would last forever. We must learn if we are to avoid suffering the same fate as them.
About Ascor. I don't think Baron did. Ascor was his friend. And Baron just wants to be left alone. I don't see why he'd...
All right. Even though he knew Ascor better than most, yeah, you're right. Frankly, I only think Ragnar wanted Baron questioned in case he had seen anything. Let's take him off the list for now.
Thorgal wasn't anywhere near Goliath at the time of the murder, and he has witnesses to prove it.
Yeah, he's also too skilled a fighter to have left
Garen just wants to hunt. He didn't like Ascor, but I don't think... Besides, if he had killed Ascor, he'd have used his...
Yeah, all Garen wants is to hunt.
It's not conclusive, but...
I agree. I don't think it was him either.
Eardor didn't have time to commit a murder. Besides, he's just too weak to have killed Ascor.
Yes, I agree. I don't think Eardor was capable.
Rock wasn't anywhere near Goliath when the murder was committed. He didn't like Ascor. I'd say he didn't kill Ascor.
I didn't think he would have the opportunity, but Ragnar insisted I look into him.
You recently became a warrior, didn't you? You and Ascor are both help.
Yes, but trust me, I'm happier with my job collecting waifs and strays than becoming a paladin and going out to the front lines. I think I'm making more of a difference doing what I'm doing. Ascor, though, was a driven...
You were right. The investigation was a waste of time. Must have been someone outside a dam. All of his suspects are innocent.
It's Ragnar we'll have to convince. He is certain one of them did it. He's not often wrong.
Then who do you think it was?
I don't know.
Then tell Ragnar that.
What about Baron? He didn't have a proper alibi, did he?
There was no one there to say he was at his post.
Then it must be him. The others all have alibis, and Baron knew Ascor better.
I thought you said Ragnar only included Baron in case he saw something.
Ragnar wants answers. He's insisting the murderer is found. I've questioned everyone, and Baron's... Do you know where Baron is?
I found him in the forest, but he said he takes time off to go to the lift into the Valley of the Damned.
Then we should go there and see what we find. You want me to come with you?
What do you think?
Who knows? But we don't have any evidence so far, so it feels like we should check this clue out.
Why would Baron talk?
Since when have criminals been clever? And Baron's not...
You're serious?
What other leads do we have? Look, let's just check this out and then we'll...
All right. I'll search the area near the lift. What is it I'm looking?
We won't know until we find it. Have a look around. Bring me anything you find.
What do you mean?
Bring anything you find to me without disturbing it. Whatever you find, we should take it to...
Then you know what it is.
No, I'm warning you.
Right.
Just trust me. Your life might...
Do you think we make...
Two experienced war...
You did well.
You'd better get rid of that technology. Let's do this!
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I'm looking for a guy who was supposedly seen. His name is Ray. Whiny little shitbag. Reckon...
Ray?
Lucky you. Let me know if you meet the little piss.
Tell me about him.
No.
It could be that we are looking for the same...
You are, you see.
Look out!
This is a nice place. This elevator takes exiles down into the valley. Many who took that journey never returned. The Valley of the Damned, they call it.
So, what have we here? Are you on your way down to join the damned, or have you just come to see where all the bad... Come on, you won't get to use the elevator until you've told...
What elevator?
What elevator? The enormous wheel over there.
What do you do here, apart from shop?
You watch your mouth. I'm the sole sentinel here. I do the guard... More the guarding than repairing, right? The elevator is bust and no one showed me how to fix it. So unless you know anything about winches, you can't get down there.
Enough to know it.
What makes you think that?
It's a winch. Rope,
It's a water winch. It needs water. And fixing this elevator is really complicated. So unless you've got a portable smelter and forge to make a new one, you're not gonna be repairing.
Have you ever been in the...
Damned, yeah? Sort of the important part of... That place is for the... I don't ever want to see...
Does anyone ever get exiled?
The law is... You have to be an idiot to break. And our warlords are smart, really smart. They can see when someone is... I do guarding and... Besides, most of them down there are too busy dodging the creatures to plan an
How many eggs?
I don't know. There used to be guards that went down there to check up. Not since the recent album. Now, nobody is keeping record of how many have died or how many are still working where they were told to. But it's their fault. They shouldn't have broken the...
That depends.
Yeah?
Have you got a spare?
Spare part? Spare part? Now, why didn't I...
It's your job. Why don't you go and fetch a spare?
Because my job has two parts, right? Guarding and repairing. If I go off looking for things, then I won't be doing either part of my job. And I don't want...
How long has the gear been?
Since the other night. But what? It's gone.
It was stolen?
Exactly.
I've heard it. I'll find them.
I don't want it found.
Can you help me find the gear?
You won't find anything up here.
So, you drop...
Say, don't you have something else to do with your time?
hurry up and get out of here. And fast.
The brightest and the best, they said. A group to work on a project that would build the future. I knew the darkness was coming. We were to be the candle flame that burned in the night. Now the whole world's on fire.
Stupid?
That depends.
Yeah?
I've got the missing gear.
Are you sure you want that doing? Think about it. We could be attacked, murdered, passed over for promotion.
I'm not asking. Fix the
I'll deal with that when I... Right. Give me a minute. So, but if I find out that someone has used this elevator without authorization...
found something hidden.
What'd you find?
Here. Do you think this...
No, that was Ascor's. And now we find it at a place Baron confesses coming to regularly? Huh.
This dead seed...
I told you not to interfere with the evidence.
Is that the seedling that disappeared on the night of the murder?
It could be. I'll take it now.
I solved your case.
You got to the truth. For that, I thank you. I'll take things from here.
Is that everything you have to say?
The destruction of a seedling is a matter for a warlord. Your involvement is over.
Uh-huh. So what happens now?
I take this to Ragnar. He'll deal with it from here.
You want to know what I think about the murder?
Very well. What do you think?
Well, I don't think... There's just not the proof. There's only one person associated with Ascor.
Me?
You were a rival to Ascor. You carry... Then you find out Baron goes to where the seedling was found, and suddenly think he's a prime suspect.
You can't think I did it.
I do. It's...
What are you talking about? You can't seriously think it was me.
Tell me your alibi.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You spend your time outside, Goliath. And you spend all your time trying to persuade me not to investigate this. Then tell me. Tell me, or you'll have to tell Ragnar.
Ragnar will see me dead. I'm an outsider, and Ascor was born a berserker.
So you did kill him?
Kill him? Yes. Murder him? No. I found Ascor by the lift one day. He'd managed to kill the seedling he'd been given. He knew that would stop him becoming a paladin. He attacked me.
So why hide that?
And Baron's been blackmailing me. He found me with Ascor's body. He knows I'm an outsider. Who would they believe? Who do you believe? I gave you a chance. Won't you do that for me?
I can see...
Thank you. You don't know what a weight this has been. I owe the Berserkers. Now I didn't want him dead, but he flipped on me. I don't think it helped that it was me. He couldn't stand the idea that...
You wanted to hide...
The laws forbid anyone from harming them on pain of death.
So why not tell Ragnar that Ascor had killed the seedling? Ascor was given a seedling to look after it. So why not tell Ragnar what happened? You could have taken him the seedling. You could have shown him the... You could have... Instead, you let innocent... You'd have let them face exile instead of...
No, that's... I tried to close the investigation to point...
And what about Baron? And what about me? Baron and I both...
And I can see you won't let me have the chance I...
Ragnar won. Time for you to step aside and let me finish.
What do you mean?
I solved the murder.
Wait a moment.
I could tell Ragnar that murderer wasn't...
You could also tell him it was me.
You'll have to take that risk.
You don't believe I can let you go to Ragnar after that?
Then draw your weapon or trust me.
Then do it. But quickly. The sooner we have it behind us.
You.
Yes? Which?
I went to the Dome City in Abess.
Any information about the other factions is you?
The people in the Dome City seem to want to remain neutral.
I think they're short of supplies and feeling lost. The war has displaced a lot of refugees into Abess. Thank you for...
I visited the Horde in Ignadon.
The Horde? So, tell me about...
They're prepared, well-disciplined, and they're developing.
I had heard they were recruiting.
Their attention is focused largely on the Alps, but they haven't...
At least they seem to have recognized... Thank you for your...
About my... You ordered the warrior...
Yes. Ascor. So it was only right that his murder should be in... Justice will... Ascor's murderer must...
I have some information.
Anything you know would be helpful. What have you learned?
The murderer...
How do you know this?
None of the suspects had a clear motive or opportunity. It makes sense that it was an outsider.
So why was Ascor...
For the seedling. My guess, it was a simple... Ascor refused to hand over the seedling.
So Ascor died on... I had started to hear grumblings about Ascor. But defending us, you stand for the law. And so we have an answer. There would never... But knowing that this foul murder was not committed by... I will consider this matter closed. You did well. Here. I am surprised you solved this before...
About my... How am I doing?
You have passed Angram's test. You helped protect the sea. Bourne was grateful. Yoro says you didn't acquire the converter parts. My wife... I've heard you helped the cleric. And worse, it seems you weren't able to... You must do more. Earn those...
May the pilgrim...
A brave choice.
Is that everything you have to...
From a lost sheep to a wolf.
When fate brings us together, I could use your help.
You lead. Opportunities are there to be seized.
That isn't enough. Teach me something.
Yeah, will do.
Technology, take it to the pit.
be some.
Yeah. Technology, take it to the pit.
The future of Magalan grows here. Our fragile hope.
Damn technology! Take it to the pit!
Ulrich.
Yes? Keldrum, why are you here?
Certain facts have reached my ears. I know what you have been hiding. Why didn't you come to me, Ulrich? Your intentions, your diligence are admirable. But you must have known you were breaking one of our strictest laws. The Eisen clan felt they had no choice but to ask for a sentence of death. They would be here for you now, but I begged for the chance to speak to you first.
You have to speak to them, Keldrum. I know this was wrong by the word of law, but the seedling has made me feel stronger. This isn't about me, this is about the future of all of us. If we can just try this, allow ourselves to experiment more, this could save us all.
Ulrich, these experiments were forbidden for a reason. You've chosen a path the elves have already taken, and it would destroy us all. I will use my voice to have your sentence commuted. I will see that you are exiled, not executed.
But you have to learn from this.
You will never return to Goliath. Your belongings will be shared amongst your clan. You must never go near a seedling again.
Didn't Eisenfaust experiment? Amric himself took chances.
And if Angrim were to hear you saying things like that, he would overrule me, and you would die.
Please, you of all people, Keldrum, your ears are open.
That's why I know your intentions were pure, even if they were misguided. But now you must leave, Ulrich, and may the valley give you the chance to learn the error of your actions.
These seedlings.
time ago. Conversation, politics, they're just distractions.
You'd better watch yourself.
It doesn't matter how you see it.
I heard he was robbed. Everything was better earlier, but still,
Frankly, these should be
have to
showing
keep
more,
going,
though.
don't you?
Is there anything we're not short of these days?
You're responsible for overseeing the pit, aren't you?
What's that to a hunter?
So you're responsible for all the ELEX technology in Golia?
Why? Have you found something while you were out hunting?
Do you destroy everything that comes to you? Or do you ever try any of it out? And would you ever think of testing it in the field?
You mean give ELEX weapons to someone to see if they work? Someone like you? It's an interesting idea. Say, why not meet me in the tavern later? I'll talk to you about it.
Sure, I can be in the tavern later. And I'll be buying. Today's the day when a chance was taken that the...
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this world will grow again. I'm talking about the safety of Gold. A fair chance to... These albs will be in for a shock. And once the way is
Hey, so did you get the convert...
Yes, I got them. But I gave them...
Karin's alive?
He was trapped by mutants, but I...
Good. I honestly thought Karin had been killed, or I'd have sent men. It's good you were able to help him. He's a little eccentric, but he's a good man. We are twice blessed by...
About... You should keep trading with Bigby. Here, will this ELEX persuade you?
Well, if it matters that much to you. All right then. I will start trading with Bigby again. But I won't take a gamble of getting exiled. As soon as there is even a trace of a suspicion against me, this is over. And I'll tell them you were involved. If I go down, you will go down. Okay, I will... You can tell him that I need the same terms as before. No, you'll have to make it more, all right? Because of the risk.
Leave now while...
That tech's gonna get you in trouble. Put it away or dispose of it.
I heard he was robbed. Yeah, you just can't find those these days.
Give me a drink.
What'll it be?
I'm certain of it.
Eardoor needs supply.
Eardoor? Yes, I suppose he's not... But he will have to wait.
I promised I'd get him supply.
I'm not responsible for your promises.
If you don't...
Then he's not much of a... Everybody's up against it. Everything I've got, except for a load of bread I had to... I mean, what you... For the one of a few...
I found it. I can take...
You could, if you...
He said they were desperate. I'm trying to help her, but...
And I'm trying to help them...
Can we try?
Look around.
Not good. Not good at all.
Stay here.
All right.
Follow me.
Very well. Get away with that.
I found your bow.
And in one piece! Thank you! This is much better than anything I could have made. I can hunt again. Thank you, thank you!
I wonder what this place used to be.
Who said you could give Leonard?
He needed it, so...
You might think you were being helpful. Leonard needed to learn a...
What do you have to trade? What do you have to trade? What do you have to trade?
feeling about this place.
Look out!
A world heart. I hope that one day we find these across all of Magalan.
Let's do this!
All that technology, and yet they build such ugly buildings.
Why did you wake me?
I have brought supply.
You have?
I have brought you the cultivator's loaf.
You are... That should see our stomachs full. That... Here.
Yes.
Thank you again. You've done... Everyone here will appreciate it.
That was great.
Are you looking for something?
Who is prowling around here?
amazing that it's still here.
No. No. Too easy.
The rotting remains of a long-gone civilization.
Yeah, someone new in the... Doesn't matter why you're here. If you have the option, turn around.
I can take...
Just a friendly warning. One want... Be glad you found us first. Others wouldn't have given you the chance. You go on. Don't... You better listen to what I say. Don't trust anyone. Especially not us.
This is the end for you.
Be careful! get away with that. You won't get away with that.
Stop. Not another step if you value your life.
I value it.
Commander Jax, they said you were dead. Executed.
They tried.
And so you're still Commander Jax? Or has a near-death experience?
I am not.
No? It looks like you're no longer but does that mean you've joined the fight again?
Yes.
So, you've swapped. But just because you're free doesn't mean you're not a threat. 5 minutes with the free people teaches you that emotions don't make people... Strange, isn't it? On this side, and where you've gone, some of us, we want to be free from... We want to stop the Ice Palace from...
How did you escape?
We didn't set out to be. We were part of a commando unit. Our mission hit problems. After a while, we began to run out of supplies, including ELEX. It was Elexator Parsec noticed it first. He sent out patrols to locate possible sources of ELEX. Eventually, our unit got round the enemy and returned to Zakor. But we no longer wanted to be controlled by the Alb direct.
What happened?
We escaped and made it out here. We knew Parsec and the other Elexators would see it as treason, but we had already seen two. The Albs are bringing about their own downfall. Escaping and joining the Separatists was... In order to save the Albs, the Elexators must resign. I still believe the Albs can become more than we are. But we can't do it alone, and we can't save this planet.
What do you think of the...
There must be another way to get ELEX than to extract it from... Well, we think that the... But what then? What happened? What happens when we have used them? We fear that could mean...
You really...
Yes. We don't want to poison ourselves anymore. We still take it, but we control it. It doesn't control us.
You really think you're in control?
Would I speak out against the Elexator? We're helping each other.
Keep taking ELEX and the free people.
The outdoors have their chems, their berserkers, their mana. How could... They can accept it. They must. It is... But how are we to persuade them if we can't get you on our side? Are we able to
Can't you give up?
It is for each Alb to decide. And for now, we have decided to take it. We are free people now, and won't replace one ruler.
I don't...
You doubt their motives. Death will do that to a man.
When did you...
A long time. You both were on the battlefield.
What have you been doing?
Hiding from the Albs, hiding from the free people, and wandering. And we do...
Fear.
Death, mortality, of the guilt that comes from remembering the things... But with that fear comes something else. Hope that our freedom means something.
But unless we can find people, free people, who will work with us, then...
You would bet.
The Berserkers have enough to fear from Zakor without fighting us. Is there a Berserker you can trust? Someone who would work with... You know what we can do. Persuade them that they need us on their...
What would you want, Rick?
To be treated like the other free people. The clerics have fought wars with the Berserkers, but they still speak. For that, we will work with them.
If you say so. Where can
I need to trust you more than I do.
The Berserker...
Hakon.
Hakon says you killed.
There's a truth in that. We killed Berserkers in the battle before. It was a massacre, in truth. But we are not who we once were. We have to come... We will find a way to pay reparation for what we did. If Hakon will offer us a haven here, the protection of... But he must do it soon. Zakor is preparing to move against...
You're being...
Parsec has sent a special... They outnumber us. Our old comrades are out.
I'll find...
There's a whole squad. At least 5 of them.
Do you know where this...
Their last position was northwest. Since they don't know our strength, they'll follow protocol and wait there. And as we know, true Albs follow protocol.
There. I think I found those Albs.
You should talk to someone else. I can't help you.
We'll talk later, yeah?
I found the Alp.
So, they are scouting those locations. They must be planning.
I spoke with them.
To the Alps? No, you're full of shit.
They're Albs.
Separatists?
The Separatists don't want to fight you. You should talk to them. They're good
allies?
It's no trap. They want your help. They're fighting the Alps to put an end to the blood.
You're serious? Alps? Well, if they want to give up the fight, then it is my...
I'm not telling you.
You want me to trust you? You're hiding those Alps. Why don't you go back to your Get out of Goliath before I decide. I'll get you, asshole! Ah!